It's a brand new snare. Night and day. Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Friday. I have a super cool tutorial for y'all. This all has to do with adding punch, thwack, snap, whatever you want to call it, to your snares. A lot of the times, you might get a snare and it just sounds a little dull, doesn't have enough body in it, whatever. So this rack is designed to ultimately just help you beef up your snares. And I'm gonna show you how it works because there's a little bit of functionality here to follow. So to demonstrate, I've picked an absolutely horrible snare on purpose. It's a smeared transient. It's pretty dull, doesn't have a lot of top end. So this is a pretty desirable snare for our example. So I'm gonna turn this rack on. The first thing is the thwack knob. What it's doing is it's boosting and cutting a low cut filter. It's raising and lowering the bandwidth. We have a drive knob for a drum bus that comes after the EQ. The crunch is also focusing on some high mid content. And then we have a saturator output as well. That's going to be mapped here. So you can see as I'm twisting it from left to right, it's increasing the drive and then decreasing the output just for a little extra crunch. And then this is our trans shape. So transient shaper. So this is on the drum bus itself, and we can shape our transients that way. So super useful macros right off rip. You can randomize these if you want. Yeah, let's just kind of dig right into the main function of this, which is the thwack, right? So I learned this from Chi. He did like a little masterclass tutorial. I really liked what he had to say about kind of sculpting drums. One of my biggest takeaways was when he was demonstrating what he does with EQs to get like some extra snap out of snares and kick drums. And if you've ever heard Chi's music, you know that it fucks. Let's just kind of go into the design of this. So the idea is that you want to automate the cue down really quick at a target frequency to create a transient. Essentially what we're doing is we're accentuating a fundamental frequency, aka the body of a snare. So to demonstrate this, let's just grab like a really good snare. This area, the body. This snare doesn't really have a defined fundamental. It does, but it's really muddy and doesn't sound very good. That's almost just room noise. It's not even really a fundamental. We can go and make our own instead by automating a cue to snap down really tight. And let's just take a look at an EQ afterward. You can see that a fundamental is being created now. And let's put another EQ before this. Right? The fundamental is actually sitting a little bit higher now. And that's all based off of our target frequency. So we can really just shape this snare to be however we want. And now what we can do is we can use all these other knobs to shape more of the tone. So we can add some drive and crunch, bring in some more top end. We can transient shape it. So that is Sully Snare Thwack Rack. And that's going to be available for you guys for free download. This is a Patreon exclusive, so this won't be anywhere else for at least a while. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, let's have ourselves a good weekend. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.